Paige Omartian, and you're watching Coffee with Paige. So grab your coffee or tea or whatever it is you drink and settle in, because I want to introduce you to our awesome guest for today, Dwayne Jackson. Dwayne, thank you so much for hanging out today and coming to share your story. It's awesome to have you here.
It's such a blessing to be here.
Thank you. Well, okay, so Dwayne, also known as Dwayne Action Jackson, is actually not from Nashville here. He is only in town for a week, right?
Correct.
You're from
Fort Myers, Florida.
Fort Myers, Florida. Okay,
Yes.
so tell me about why you're here in Nashville this week.
Well, I teamed up with Grace So Amazing Ministries out of Nashville, which their mission base is based in Maribelis, Haiti.
Okay.
And we met actually over Facebook, and we was talking, and she was like, Callie, the lady Callie, she was like, come to, you need to come to Nashville. And I was like, great, I'll come to Nashville. And I'm here, and this week I'm doing a week-long basketball camp at A Game in Franklin, Tennessee.
Awesome.
And just training kids, using my gift as basketball to tell kids about Jesus and tell them how important it is to follow him and
That's
be
awesome.
with him and just be a light and just be great for him.
That's awesome. Now, this has been a free camp, right, for kids
Yes.
on their fall break?
It's free.
That's
It's
so
free camp.
cool.
And the impact of the kids already is amazing. Kids coming to know Jesus, and that's the most important thing. You know, because I play basketball, and it's good. You can't play basketball forever, but just using my gift to change the world and just be a world changer. And God gave me this gift, and I
That's
just want to
awesome.
just go. I'm just go everywhere.
Cool. Okay, well, so tell me, how long have you been playing basketball? Did you do it just all the time growing up, or?
Well, I started playing basketball in fifth grade, actually. My dad made me play basketball, and I really didn't want to play.
Really?
But my older brother, he went to prison for 10 years.
Wow.
And he told me that you better never go to this place. And I was like, all right, I need something to do. And so I started playing basketball. And every time I get angry, I play basketball. And it was always just basketball with me. And over the years, I just became a better player.
That's cool. Well, so tell me about your family life growing up. You have a brother. Do you have any other siblings?
I actually have 4 brothers, 2 sisters.
Okay, wow.
And a stepdad, a real dad, a stepmom, real mom. So it's just my family was great, and I love my mom for raising me. And she just always taught me just to always believe in myself and never give up. And so I always wanted to play in the NBA to provide for my family a better life for them, which we were struggling financially. And it was just always like my goal was the NBA, you know, and I really didn't know Jesus back then like that, you know. So it was always the NBA. And I wanted to just buy my mama a big house and make her smile. And that was the most important thing in my life at that time. You know, so...
Well, and you were so good at basketball, you are so good at basketball, that you actually got a chance to try out with the Lakers, right?
Yes. Actually, in 2009, I got a chance to try out with the Los Angeles Lakers. And I did really, really well at the camp. And I made the last cut out of 10 people.
Wow.
But I ended up not getting picked for the training camp roster. It hurt me, but it was also good for me. Like, I needed that, you know, so because that's when I started really getting serious with God and started getting closer to him. And that's when I started training kids and putting other people before me, because it was all about me. It was all about me. And I just started training kids, and everything just started getting great. I just love it. I just fell in love with that.
God's amazing how he always takes, you know, the worst times in our life and brings about some of the best things if we'll let him through those low points. Well, tell me about when you first really came to know the Lord. What was that experience like in your life?
It was great. Like, I was really at a low point in my life, and it happened at church one day right after college. I went to Charleston Southern University, which is in Charleston, South Carolina.
Cool.
And I got invited to go to church, and like I was the only person like to walk up in the front. So I was like nervous. I just felt like I felt something, which I know now the Holy Spirit just telling me to come to the front. And I was like, oh, all these people walking. Like, I was like, and it was just amazing. And I accepted Jesus into my life for the first time. And it's been a tough road, but I know it's just perseverance equals character, produces character. So it's been great. And like, I feel like right now I'm just on fire for God right now, and nothing gonna stop me, nothing gonna get me off my mission.
Yeah.
So,
that's so great. Well, so you said earlier when we were talking that you grew up in a Christian home, or a home where you went to church,
right.
But Jesus didn't really become real to you until this point that you just mentioned.
It's just I seen a lot of things growing up, and I had a lot of friends who was doing the wrong things in the streets, selling drugs, stealing cars and stuff like that. But I always had basketball. My mission back then was make it to the NBA to get out of here, get your family out of here. So that was very important for me.
Take me to the point where you are with the Lakers, or you're auditioning or trying out. Sorry, I'm not using the right terms. And you know, that low point of like that dream that may have felt lost at that moment. What were you thinking, you know, as far as what God was calling you to do at that point?
I just felt like my life was over, because I always said that if I don't make it to the NBA, I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, and luckily God put this man in my life named Chris Doherty, and somebody else named Coach Tim. I call him Coach Timmy Maloney. He coaches at the University of Baylor. He's an assistant coach at University of Baylor. And Chris Doherty really just put training into my life. I started training at doing homeschool PE down in Fort Myers, Florida. Wow. And he just always told me, like, I'm a great basketball player, but maybe God has something better for you. You know, it's not what you want, it's what he wants. You know, and at first it didn't really make sense to me, because I was all about trying to make it. But now, in my life right now, it's all starting to make sense. And all the kids that I'm getting in contact with, just being a light, just able to motivate them every day. And it's great.
That's amazing.
It's so great. So.
Well, and you went to Haiti this year, right? So tell me, how did that come to be, and what was that experience like?
That experience was amazing. And in Haiti, I went with Haiti Bible Mission.
Okay.
And I went in April for the first time. Okay. And then I ended up going back for 6 weeks. Wow. This summer.
That was just like a month ago or 2 months ago, right?
Right. Right. So it was amazing, because the first time I went there, I never seen people living like that, and the poverty is so bad and poor, you know, and it was like, it changed my life. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know about going back, but I felt like God telling me that I want you to go back. So go back and just give up everything. Like Peter, like somebody told me to read Luke chapter 5, verse 1 through 11, about Peter was on the boat with Jesus, and Jesus wanted him to give up everything, fishing, and follow him. And after I read that, it just became real to me. Like, Jesus wanted me to use my gift as basketball to change the world, to bring people to him and spread his word. That's cool. You know, and build up leaders, not followers. You know, so in Haiti, that's what I did. And this past time that I went for the 6 weeks, kids was coming up to me saying that just because, like, you here, like, I believe, like, you just give me hope just every time I see you. And I was just like, whoa, like, this is real. Kids coming to know Jesus for the first time, you know, and just being a light in Haiti, which is very dark and voodoo, very big. Yeah. I was just being bold, and I ain't have no spirit of fear, because God didn't give us no spirit of fear. Yep. I was just walking around everywhere, just talking to everybody, just making everybody smile. And it was amazing, just being a light in this dark world, you know, and I just loved it.
Wow. What an amazing opportunity in a country that has had so much hardship, you know, in the past few years with the earthquake and, you know, just everything that they've been through, for you to go in there and not only just bring kids joy with basketball and build them up in their skills, but to bring them true joy in Jesus Christ. Well, so the first time that you went there, were you doing a basketball camp?
I wasn't doing a basketball camp. I actually went, and we was building a basketball courts in Haiti.
Okay.
I actually connected with my friend, a good friend of mine named Ted.
Okay.
And he has an organization called Pick Up the Ball. And I went there with him, and it was amazing. And we were just being a light and just loving up on the kids and going around different parts of Haiti and just seeing how they living. And I wasn't expecting to see that, what I saw, it was just like, whoa.
Reality
it is
check.
real. Yeah, a reality check. And I realized that people was really hungry and always begging for food all the time. But the most important thing is that they know Jesus. And I was just making sure they know that. And just because I play basketball and I got a little talent in basketball, I know I can just reach people. Just because I was in Haiti and I was just training kids and they were speaking Creole and I had a translator and it was just amazing.
Wow.
It just changed my life.
Well, so that experience in Haiti, you said really did change your life. When you came back to the States, what kind of new mission almost did it give you, or what has God been speaking to you since then?
I feel like right now in my life, God wants me to go all over the world and just be a world changer. I feel like He wants me to talk to the youth all over the world, because I feel like if you reach the kids, you can reach the families. And then once you reach the families, you can reach the communities. And once you reach the communities, you can reach the nations. And I know I can use basketball to do that. And I just want to go all over the world, everywhere, to the nations, everywhere, and just tell people about Jesus with basketball and just making kids believe and just let them know that it's something else real out there, and that's Jesus. And once you got Him, He said He'll never leave or forsake us. And with Him, you can do all things. So that's my mission. And nobody's not going to get me off my mission. Nobody.
That's awesome. Well, you are such an inspiration. I mean, with the things that God has worked in your life. And what I love is that God took something that you love, like something that you had a passion for, basketball. And even though He, maybe the path that you had in mind initially wasn't exactly God's path, He turned it into a way for you to serve Him using basketball, what you love, and, serving other people and changing the world through it. I just think that's so cool how God does that.
Thank you.
Well, and so for someone maybe who is going through a low point, maybe they don't know what they're good at or what God's calling them to do, or maybe they just had some sort of dream that kind of fell through or whatnot, and they're not sure what's going to happen next. What kind of advice would you give to a young person who is just kind of struggling with what they're supposed to be doing right now?
Right. I feel like every kid should have a dream, and for that dream, you have to work hard. You got to put time in the gym, or if you want to be a doctor, you got to study and all those things. You just know, you have to know you got to have Jesus on your side. Because I thought I can do it on my own. I had all this confidence in my flesh, but God says, don't put no confidence in your flesh, put confidence in your spirit, my spirit. So, in my weakest points, he makes you stronger. So for people who dreaming and got a dream, I just tell them that just keep believing and just trust God's timing. Trust God's timing and be patient.
That's so good.
And just let Him be your hands and feet daily and renew your mind daily and get to know Him. And, He'll provide everything for you.
That's such good advice. Well, Dwayne, you are truly awesome, and I'm so grateful that we've gotten to hang out and hear your story a little bit. Well, if someone is wanting to bring you into their state to do a basketball camp, where would they contact you? Would that be through your website or an email?
My website is teamactionjackson.bigcartel.com, and you can just go on that website and you can contact me. Awesome. Or I got emails and Facebook and Twitter.
Okay.
and all that.
We'll put some of that up in the credits so people can get to contact you.
And I feel like I started an organization called Team Action Jackson, and I just feel like this is only the beginning, and just God just gonna have me going all over the world and just changing kids' lives, you know. And I know sometimes they say you can't really talk about Jesus in the schools and stuff like that, but I just know, like, if he started something, he gonna finish a great work in me, and he'll never leave or forsake me. So I'm just so excited about what he's doing in my life right now, and all the people that I'm come in contact, including you right now, and just being in Nashville, just such a blessing, you know. And I'm just ready to go. I'm just ready to go.
Well, I'm excited to see, what God is doing, and as your ministry continues, where He's going to take you. I'm grateful that we got to snag you while you're in town here.
I know, that's so great.
Well, thank you, Dwayne, and thank you so much for joining us. It's been such a fun time having you here today, and we'll see you next Tuesday on the next Coffee with Paige.